Start clearing. Come on. Let's start clearing. Get up. There you go, Prince. Come on. Too strong, baby. Come on. Come on.
Hey everybody, this is Brian Dobson from the original Metroflex Gym in Arlington, Texas. We're welcoming back MD for the Branch Warren Week Series. Had a really hard workout this morning with Johnny Jackson and Branch. As always, you know, these two Iron Warriors try to kill each other in the gym. It's just the way these guys train. We really don't know any other way down here. It's always high intensity, balls to the walls, to the death type training. I mean, that's the way we've done it with Branch since he was just a young boy, and it's really the only way he knows. You know, maybe, you know, we were just talking about it, you know, that maybe, you know, why doesn't he go to full lockout on some of those movements? Why does he do such a ballistic way? And, you know, critics of every style of training are going to have what they, you know, their own beliefs about it. But I mean, basically all I can say is, you know, it works for Branch. You know, when you look at the development of his chest, obviously he's got a great chest. So, you know, that's the way he likes to train. It works well for him. And, you know, I say we just keep doing it. You know, it may make you cringe. It may make you get a little scared for him at times. But, he's just a high-intensity dude, and that's just the way he goes. It's the only way. You know, Robbie and I were just talking about it, you know, and, you know, of course, I've been blessed to be the trainer of Ronnie Coleman as well, and the way Ronnie trained was basically Ronnie, pretty much everything on the pressing type movements were all, you know, partial movements, you know, from the chest to 2/3 of the way up, kind of a continuous tension on the muscle. And that's what worked for Ronnie. You know, he had a lot of critics of his style of training also, but, you know, obviously it worked for him as well. And, you know, he would always lock out that last one and flex hard, and, you know, Branch kind of the same exact way. Another thing that I've personally noticed with Branch this year is, you know, he's really taking his nutrition even more serious than ever, eating, you know, supernatural amounts of food. Last week we went hunting together, he and I, out in West Texas. He's had a really good hunting season. He's got to go to Wyoming and with his wife, and they both got some really nice trophy mule deer. He's taken a real nice 9-point buck off of his family's ranch here in Seymour, Texas. And there's a new TV show coming out called The Hit List, and he was able to, he's one of their featured guests, and he got to go to Kentucky and took down 2 big bucks up there as well. Well, the Hit List came down here to film him last week, and we went to actually to the Rhodes Ranch, owned by Chris Rhodes, who's also the owner of the Metroflex Gym in Austin. And he's got 5,000 acres there, and just south of Abilene, Texas, typical West Texas terrain. And, you know, we worked out really hard the morning before we left. You know, Branch very serious about his workouts and passed up a couple opportunities to film for the Hit List in some really great locations because he doesn't want to miss any training getting ready for this upcoming Arnold Classic. And we worked out really hard that morning, and we were headed out that way. We got about 100 miles out. Well, you know, one thing about Branch, you know, he started getting hungry. And I thought he had something cooked already in the ice chest, but everything in there was raw. And, you know, out in the middle of West Texas off the highway, there's nothing to eat but junk, you know. And so we had to make it all the way into Abilene, Texas before we could stop to eat. When we did, the only thing that was open was a sushi place, which our cameraman was from Kentucky, and he'd never had sushi before. So, we thought that was funny. And we got into this place, and of course, I walked in, and the people were kind of looking at me funny. And then when Branch walked in, their jaws hit the floor, and it was just funny when he ordered Ordered 5 plates of sashimi tuna and 5 plates of salmon sashimi, a couple of tuna rolls, and 3 filet mignon dinners. And they thought we were joking, but I assured them in private that no, we weren't joking, and that he's a pro bodybuilder, and that's just the way he eats. And here in Dallas Fort Worth, a typical order of like tuna sashimi, you'd probably get maybe 2 ounces of meat. Well, out in West Texas, they do it right, man. They were bringing out big old slabs of tuna, probably about close to a half a pound on each plate, and it was absolutely awesome. Probably some of the best I ever ate, and I actually had to help him, which is kind of rare as much as he eats, but we both downed a couple pounds of that sashimi, and I had just a basic chicken dinner and rice myself, and he slammed down those steaks, and away we went hunting. And even on our hunt, he was very, very serious about his nutrition. He would get up about 4:30 in the morning and cook about a pound or so of buffalo and get his oatmeal ready and some potatoes and just eating a lot of good, healthy food, very, very high protein and fairly high carbohydrate at this point in the game, but just from all natural sources like oatmeal, potatoes, and rice. And it's always funny for me just to watch him eat. It's amazing how much he can put away. Ronnie was a big eater as well, but I think Branch has got him beat, man. I've never seen anybody put the meat away like this cat, man. And like me, when it comes to hunting, I'll go all day and not eat anything. I might throw some deer jerky in my pocket and a couple of granola bars, and that'll be just when I start getting hunger pains. I'm all about the hunt. I'm not going to quit hunting just because I'm hungry, and then at the end of the day, whatever I kill, I'll feast on that. But Branch, on the other hand, is not going to miss any meals, man. And he didn't miss any. And we had a really good hunt. We were able to bring down 3 bucks. I got a really nice buck the last day, and we just had a good time, man. It was awesome. I want to thank Chris Rhodes of our Austin gym, Metroflex gym down there, for hooking us up and let us go down there. He treated us like kings. Cooked for us and put us up in a really, really nice place. His ranch is very awesome. And he's also going to be having a contest here January 15th. It's a MSA, which is Metroflex Strength Association sanctioned. It's a raw bench and deadlift on January 15th. So any information on that, you can contact the Metroflex gym in Austin. And, come on down, man. We'd love to have you come out and watch or compete. It's interesting how when people get close to contests, a lot of people switch over to all fish, and everybody has a different theory. All the different training gurus use different diets on their clients. For me here, with a lot of these guys, the ones that are really blessed with a good metabolism, like Branch and Ronnie both, we find by keeping lean red meat in their diet, it keeps them a lot stronger. They seem to be a lot happier. They're a lot fuller. They seem to get a lot more satisfied when they eat, and it just keeps them. They just look better, bigger, and better. And it doesn't work for everybody. You just have to know each individual, and know their metabolism. For instance, when Ronnie first came here, he was already extremely lean and vascular. And, he was eating biscuits and gravy and bacon for breakfast, cheeseburger and fries for lunch, and pizza for dinner. A type of diet that would destroy an average person and make him nothing but a fat slob. And with him, you couldn't even tell. He was just still very muscular and cut. And, to this day, he still eats a lot of red meat. Actually, those deer I was talking about earlier, that was the first thing he asked me was for some deer steaks, and I dang sure we'll get him some, and he'll eat them down, and so it's just different how what works for one person might not work for another, and you just have to figure out how your body works. And these guys like Branch and Ronnie who've been at it so long, like Branch has found that eating more carbs is better, for him, and keeping that red meat in the diet is what works for him, and I think you're going to see a really good package at this Arnold Classic. I think it's going to be bigger, harder, and better than he ever has been. 2010 was really a big year for the Metroflex Gym licensing program. We're now up to a total of 6 gyms, and with several more to open in early 2011. We now have locations in Plano, Fort Worth, Austin, Houston, Bedford, and Arlington, Texas. We're looking for Scottsdale, Arizona, and also this is going to be our big one, I think, Los Angeles, California. And all that's going to be happening here probably in the early spring of 2011. So if you're interested in that, just contact me at Brian at Metroflex Gym, or you can go to my website, metroflexgym.com. Anywhere where it says contact me, those emails come to me. I pretty much return every email. Drives me nuts. Keeps me here late sometimes, but I just feel if somebody contacts me with legitimate questions, I'm going to go ahead and answer them for them best I can. So if you're interested in breaking away from conformity and getting a place that caters to the bodybuilding hardcore lifestyle, and you're interested in looking into Metroflex Gym, hell, let us know, man. God bless y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
So that was our Christmas Day victim. So me and Trish, we've got a farm down in East Texas, a few hundred acres, and we built a little cabin on it. So for Christmas, her family and my family both come down, and we always have do Christmas down there, and it's a lot of fun. So my brother-in-law's came running in the house and said, "Man, there's like 20 hogs out in the field out here." So we all jumped in the back of my father-in-law's truck and had a couple rifles, and of course I had an AK-47. So it was a bad day for the hogs, a good day for us. So this is one of the victims. So we're bringing him back to feed some of doing outreach, that Brian runs. Does a lot of outreaches for Fort Worth, people in need, people homeless, things like that. So he's donated to a good cause.
Let's start here. Come on. Let's start here. Get up. There you go, Prince. Come on. 2 strong, baby. Come on. Come on.